Samuel Rodriguez is president of the National Hispanic Christian Leadership Conference. Would you please go?
In the context of the upcoming World Cup, both the elephant and the donkey are kicking the proverbial metaphorical soccer ball immigration, and given the opportunity, both teams refuse to score. Let me speak to both of those teams. First to the donkey. The Democrats somehow found the political will to push health care reform without the support of the majority of Americans, by the way, yet lacked the fortitude to push for immigration reform, even though recent polls demonstrate, when clearly asked, the majority of Americans supported just assimilation solution. So here's the message. The Democrats were willing to save the auto industry, the housing markets, healthcare, and banks, but somehow could not find time or the political will to save children from being separated from their parents, securing our borders, and integrating 12 million into a legal status that would reconcile our communities. So whatever happened to profiles of courage? On the other hand, Republicans and conservatives probably have the most to lose. The Grand Old Party stands at the brink of repeating history by completing a wall, not between Mexico and the United States, but between Hispanic Americans and the conservative movement. How ironic. The group that Reagan believed would reinvigorate the Republican Party via its traditional values of God, family, and country, today potentially stands rejected by the party of Reagan. The Family Values Party is alienating the most pro-life, pro-family constituency in America. Go figure. And without the Hispanic vote, the Republican Party and the conservative movement will need to garnish, in light of those around me, my colleagues, a miracle of sorts in order to win in such states such as Florida, Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada, and eventually, in light of the reality of demographics, even Texas. So is this the party of Reagan and Lincoln, or the party of nativists and conservatives attempting to conserve a color rather than an idea? So whatever happened to a city on a hill? The solution is a just integration or assimilation strategy. It's not about amnesty, it's about integration. It's about assimilation. For that 18-year-old graduate in my church in Sacramento, where my wife and I attended the graduation, 4.3, honors courses, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year. And her goal was to attend an Ivy League school. And for that 18-year-old young lady to look at me and say, "Pastor, no me dejan. I can't." How old were you, mija, when you came over? I was 1 year old. I don't even speak Spanish well. That's morally reprehensible. We can do better. In light of this group being called conservatives for immigration reform, let me finish by saying this. Today's Tea Party may very well spell tomorrow's conservative funeral, unless that tea is accompanied by something that enriches any meal. Chips and salsa. Thank you.